Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft Living Large, episode 24. My name is Sam and I've been so busy. More busy than I usually have been. I built this thing. It's pretty awesome. It's not my design, it's not something I invented. I totally copied it off someone named DocM77. You may have heard of him, you may not. He's got about 200,000 subscribers or so. He's kind of a big deal. Yeah, I made this thing. Hopefully I don't die going down here. I've been using stone tools pretty much the whole time down here because, you know, you guys like to kill me a lot, which I'm probably gonna die here because, yeah, I need it to make that ladder more safe. I have that blocked off the roof, so I should be going under there, but we'll get to that later anyway. I wanted to show off some of these other things that I've made first. Yeah, it's a bit of a long story and a long process to make that. Yeah, but basically I started making it, and I was using that trick with the snowballs where I trap a snow golem, get pretty much infinite snow, and I was using snow blocks to make that thing because snow blocks are free and I don't want to use up all my cobble and my you know, bricks and everything else to make that. So that's why it's white. And I made black sheep is still down there. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, I installed a few new mods as well. I got this animations mod, which makes these guys look a little bit cooler, and a few other things. As always, they're linked in the description. Just a vanilla. As always, the theme is vanilla, but a bit more vanilla enhanced. Anyway, so I started making this thing. I was like, okay, I don't have enough pistons to make it huge because I'm gonna run out of iron, but I can make, you know, a few stacks of pistons, and so that got me 3 layers of those guys, which is pretty good. I got to level 27 in just a few rounds. But then after making the first layer, I realized, oh wait, I have no slime balls. And as I said before, when I was exploring out to that far portal, you know, swamp biomes don't spawn slimes as much as they used to. But you've already seen that I've been linking up portals. I've been linking up these portals like I said I wanted to. So you basically what you do, what am I saying? Well, yeah, these waypoints make it really easy. So I mean, if you don't have this mini map, you can just write down the coordinates and calculate the distance. But you just, with the mini map, you can see, okay, that's 925 blocks away. Or if I check out the stronghold, because the coordinates are right there, you can see it's 530 blocks away. So all you do is divide that by 8, and that tells you, oh, I need you to look at your direction too. So it's 534 blocks away in the F3 direction. If you look on my coordinates in the top left, it's east. So make sure you know the direction, because when you go in the portal, sometimes it spins you around and faces you another direction. Like I'm facing east now. I go back in there facing south. I'm facing F0. So you can't trust that. That screws me up. Well, that used to screw me up all the time. So turn until you're east. Yeah, so 538 divided by 8 is, well, I don't have my waypoint, but it's that far. So I went over there, made the portal, and boom, it linked up to that portal I had instantly. Because before I had all 3 portals in the overworld linking to this one. And then I did the same thing over here. I looked, okay, my far portal, as I'm calling it, the one by the swamp biome 1,000 blocks away across the ocean, that one. Oh, I didn't bring tools, but this should be fine. This should be fine. I've died so many times making that damn grinder anyway. If I can find what the heck I'm talking about without editing anything out. Can I find it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on, let me see if I can find where this tunnel is. Yeah, it was just below me the whole time. Actually, let me turn the sound back up now that we're out of the end with those Endermen making all that noise. Oh, and you saw them waving their arms and flailing their arms. That's part of that. They don't actually do that in vanilla. They do that with my Better Animations mod. Well, it's not my mod, but the mod that I found that's really awesome. So I did this tunnel. Again, I calculated, okay, it's in the F1 west direction. So again, even if you don't have a mini map or any of these mods, you can do this all in vanilla. So it's in the west direction, sorry. 900 and something blocks, divide by 8. Make a portal, it should link up, right? Right? Well, portals are not an exact science like they are in the game called, well, Portal. This one sent me off here. So let me show you how far off this is. It's because it wasn't in a straight line. The portal is actually off 296 blocks that way. So it was an exact calculation, but it sent me here. Some shiny blue rocks that nobody ever wants. They're kind of useless, so I didn't mind them. Yeah. So they're because, again, like I said, they're not in a straight line. If I turn on spawn, where's that? Home. Home is there. Yeah, so you can see I dug in a straight line. The right number of blocks, 1,000 blocks, which is actually a bit too far, and I should have gone a bit off to the side that way while digging in the Nether. So that's okay. This is a cool little portal. I may actually take that down from inside, steal it if we didn't go back up to the ocean, go home and try this again, but I just wanted to show off my my failures. But let me cut to the home base here and show you what else I've been up to. Leroy! So refreshing just being able to travel while totally naked. It's so freeing sometimes. Yeah, so that warped me back there. I got in here. Oops. That's gonna get in my way now, isn't it? Don't fall in lava. Put you back in here. Yes. Oh, this is pretty cool. If you hook up a button like this to a dispenser, then the button powers the track directly, also spits out a minecart, and the incoming carts stop, but all you do is hit it and jump in, because it goes right away. Well, I don't actually want to do that right now, but that was terrible. That was pretty cool anyway. So what I've been done. Yes, I was talking about how I needed slimes. Well, yeah, the first thing I did after killing the dragon is I went to make that ender farm right away after making the portals and built the rail because I was going back and forth a lot. Realized I needed slime, so I tried to make a portal out there to far portal. Didn't work. Then remembered, you know what, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So let's just make it the old school way. Luckily, I didn't lose any of my tools in lava. I didn't lose any of my tools in the end, falling off the edge either. I stashed them all away. Well, the ender farm is just like 200 blocks away from the island. It's all nothingness. Yeah, so I didn't lose anything. I should grab some food if I have any handy. That'll do. Yeah. Yeah, and then I just... if you look at my top left where it says day 434 jungle, beach, that's the biome name. It's also white. When it goes green, that tells you... That's telling me, because of this mod I have, where slimes can spawn. You can also do it with the mini map here. If you turn on slow show slime chunks, it goes red again. But this isn't something that's needed. You need a mod for. You can do this. It's basically a mathematical calculation where if we zoom in, you know, slimes can spawn in 1 in 10 chunks. And there's apps on your iPhone that you can do it where you punch in your coordinates and things, and it tells you. There's websites that can tell you. You can do it by trial and error where you just go around and see if you can see them. So it's one thing that they really need to add to the game, some sort of magic compass or radar item or detector item that you can determine that in game. But anyway, I figured out where slimes could spawn. I was looking for at least 2 together, but I found 3 right near my home base. There's also 3 way out near in the ocean by the mob system, but I wanted it nearby here. And I just dug this area out. So slime spawn, if not in the swamp, they spawn 40 and below. And they're 3 high. The big ones are 3 high. So I put this at 37. And yeah, it's working out pretty good. So even while I was building it, I got like 3, 4, or 5 stacks of slime. Just even though it's not even finished yet. I used glowstone just because I was sick of looking at torches everywhere, and I wanted this place to look a little bit nice. I didn't need glowstone on both sides though, because you can see if you look to the left where it says ocean in the bottom above FS, ocean BL9. BL is the number you want to look at for block lighting. If BL is, I think, 8 or below, mobs can spawn. Maybe it's 7 and below. So as long as you put glowstone lamps or pumpkin lamps every other layer, you're safe. I was going to use pumpkins, but you can't place them in midair. Pumpkins are the one block that decide to be a pain in your butt and say, no, I need a block of land under me in order to be placed. And then, of course, yellow wool just to be... Can I kill you without destroying all my work? It's always the magic question in this game, isn't it? Why are you silent? Is my game sound not working? Oh, no. No, I'm just crazy, guys. No, I'm not crazy. My headphones weren't plugged in. I just wanted to make sure, because if I had recorded all that and the audio was turned off somehow, I wouldn't be happy. I've done that a few times. So, no, my headphones were plugged in. You guys heard everything just fine. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I mean, it's empty now. Probably because we were just going back between dimensions and nothing had time to spawn. But you can see these are the little guys. It seems like this is actually pretty terrible, but it's actually really good. So trust me, if I'd been hanging out in the overworld for a while, these guys would have had time to spawn. Probably too close, but that's what a slime farm looks like. If you look at any slime farm, it's not a swamp. It'll always be something like this. You basically just need big flat areas underground. And you can do it randomly and hopefully get lucky or whatever. And then the only thing I would want to add to this is you can add, if you dig out 3 more blocks, you can get them to fall into a water stream. Well, first you don't want them to fall to the bottom layer, whatever that is, and fall into a water stream. And you can get a stream that gathers them all up and collects them in one spot. That's the only real addition you could do. It may only be practical if you're in a 1 square area. I don't know if it's worth it because I'm always going to be killing them with my looting sword anyway. Ooh, I can hear one jumping around. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, there's a nice big one. Oh, this place must have some dark spots. I love this animation mod. It looks so cool. His eyes jiggling around like that. No! Ah. Forgot I was naked. I have no armor. Keep forgetting that. Terrible. I'm terrible. Great, now Gas is gonna shoot me on my way back, isn't he? Go, go, go! Oh, he just missed. This rail has been destroyed a few times. Yeah. Yeah, so the deal with my armor is I didn't lose it, but I noticed that it was starting to die, and since the helm has respiration on it, and the boots have feather falling, 2 very sought after and useful enchants, I decided, okay, let's take them off and save them. Those aren't my fall damage boots. I'll have to make sure I still have those somewhere. Anyway, and then, so I was just wearing my legs on my chest, and then my chest piece died. And then I took the legs off to keep them safe. So it's just, yeah, I need to do some more enchanting. But it's a good thing we have a new farm to work on. So this, oh, either my chest didn't, no, my chest had thorns on it, didn't it? That must be my old set. Yeah. Regardless, let's see if I can get my stuff back. Because that looting sword is important to me. I know I have like 3 of them, but still. They are rare, as lucky as I'm getting. So there must be some dark spots I need to work out, whether it's the yellow wool, or maybe I need to put some on the edges. You can see I only have those lights on the, in the middle squares. There you are. Oh, okay, this ladder is pretty terrible too. I need a better system for that. Okay, got him back. Okay, well if I'd killed that slime with the looting sword, I would have got like 20, 30 slimes. Because that one guy is lit up into 2 medium, and then you'll get like 8 little guys, and then, yeah. So you get, basically, with the looting 3 sword, you get at least 20 to 30 slimes per big guy. Yeah, definitely some lighting issues. So they kept spawning while I was building it, and it's not even done. You can go right to Y0, right to the bottom. So I can expand it to twice as big. Okay, I wasted a lot of time just telling you about something boring like a slime farm that I built. I think I've taken all my slimes to the end grinder by now anyway. But that's what I've been working on since the dragon was killed. I also was working on things before I killed the dragon. So basically, I made it to the stronghold, and then I didn't record for a few days, and I wanted to play because I had time, but I didn't want to kill the dragon without you guys, even though it was a boring video. I forgot how boring that fight was. So I decided, okay, let's take my sheep and my pigs that I have and just let them free, just because why not? Just to... So that's something I never do, let them go free range. And I constantly bred them so that any ones that get lost out to sea or die are still safe. And then I had them all green. I wanted to build something around this because I actually started building this before I let them free because I didn't want this to all get trampled. Because it would get trampled. It did a little bit already. I have you guys in here. So for some reason they were getting in under the gate, so I put in this little blocky thing. I think it's pretty good. I've been wanting to use up some clay more often, and I wanted to use wool in some way, and I love these logs still. Yeah, so I think this is pretty cool. I hope you like it. Again, I've recorded Terraria just now, like half an hour ago, and I talk about how I regret how I do too many things off screen in Minecraft. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing or not. Oh, hook these up to the same button, of course. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I meant to say. So, I wanted to build the end farm, needed slimes. Okay, started building the slime farm, realized I need more TNT. I need more gunpowder, because that's what I was using to blast that stuff out. And I think for the lower layers, I'm going to try to show some of that TNT mining on camera, because it's kind of fun. So I need more TNT, because I didn't have very much. Don't kill my road, thanks. So I need more TNT, so I came here and I was farming some, but I mean, it's kind of since I'm not going to be using this place for XP anymore, I decided, okay, I'm going to use this only for the item drops. So what I want to do is I want to have it work like the sugarcane farm, where you just stand there and let it collect all by itself. So that's what it's been doing now. You can see they're constantly falling. Stuff goes in these hoppers, stuff goes in the chest. So I can just AFK here, come back in half an hour, get, you know, half stack of gunpowder, run off, do some blasting, come back, AFK for a while. So let me show you that setup, because I think it's interesting. So the first thing I did, I'll get to that in a second. The first thing I did is I wanted to get... Oh yeah, let's look at this first. I wanted to get an automatic timer set up on it, of course. So this is called a hopper timer. So again, I didn't invent this. This is something I copied off Etho's tutorial. If you want to learn how to build it, just go on YouTube and search hopper timer tutorial. Because these are hoppers and it's a timer. So kind of like how in my sugarcane farm, I have a timer where a dispenser spits out dirt every so often. I've had to refill that already by now. So it basically causes something to repeat every 5 minutes. This gets it to repeat every, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. So basically this one's on, or this one's off, this one's on. So on means it won't spit anything out. So they're just switching items back and forth, snowballing, blah, blah, blah. And the comparator puts out a signal depending on if there's item in it, or if there's anything in it or not. So as soon as one of them's empty, this toggles and then emits a pulse. So it's kind of like a button press. So every time this empties, which we'll actually see in a second, as soon as that gets emptied out, this will pulse and trigger the whole thing. There, you saw that go. The note block didn't, for some reason. Oh, because it's not directly sending into that. Okay, anyway. So it makes the light flicker just for fun. The next thing I wanted to do is I needed to turn one pulse into a signal that hits that twice, right? Because remember, hitting the button once would turn the water on, but then you need another button to send pull the water back in. At least that's how it used to be. So I fixed that. Is with this. Now this is something that was in the original design of this mob farm, because this mob farm is by sethbling. That's who I got the design from. I didn't invent it. So he actually had this in his original design. I just never put it in because I didn't really need to. And sometimes I like to leave this on. I like to leave the water flowing so that mobs wouldn't spawn in it. Anyway, it's just a simple loop. So the signal from the button press comes in here. I flipped it over to invert it. So it comes in here and goes two ways. Now this repeater is the most important one in the whole setup. I'll tell you in a second. So basically the signal goes in here, goes this way, it gets blocked by that because this is a one-way street. So it goes in here and goes in here and up. Then this line triggers the whole system. It goes up into everything else. This line goes through a loop. So it goes loop through here. All these are set to 4, so it's a big long delay. You know, every 1.5 of these is 1 second, because this is 4 ticks, this is 4 ticks, 4 ticks, so that's 12 ticks, 10 ticks in a second. So every 1.5 repeaters, or every 2.5 repeaters is 1 second. So that gives enough time for the water to push things over, and then it comes back here. And if this repeater wasn't here, which I built it like that at first, this signal will keep looping around and around and around. But here it hits the one-way street there, turns, goes up, and then triggers the whole system again. So again, one button press or one hit from the timer, whatever it is, sets the water flowing, loops around, turns the water off, and done. So I did that, and then I got a bunch of TNT, and then I built the slime farm, and collected my slime, and then I built the Enderman farm. So I feel bad. I keep doing these episodes where I show you, hey, look at all the stuff that I built that I'm not gonna build on camera with you. But that's okay. That's kind of the theme of this series. It's actually building that slime farm was really time consuming. It was probably about 2 or 3 hours of just blasting and going back and forth to that. And then after blasting, also digging out the little pieces that the bombs didn't get. And then laying all this off. I had to get some more glowstone. I don't know. It was a good project though. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the end farm to make sure I can actually use it without dying. So put away all our, well, not everything here is valuable, I guess, but put away all our junk. I'll sort this out later. And let's go see how fast we can level up. No, 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 no. Okay, that blew me up. Oh, looks like I got cut off there. My recording stopped. Yeah, I was saying that blast, it looks like it blew up the portal. It looks like if that blast hits the portal, it sometimes puts it out. So anyway, let me show you this side of the end here. So my portal over that way. Put a bunch of these snowmen down because they like to shoot snowballs at anything they see. But since they're not a zombie or a creeper or a skeleton, the snowmen don't get attacked and killed right away. The Endermen just teleport away. So it keeps this area clear for me. At least for the most part. There's a few guys here that are... I don't want to aggro because I'm not full health. And I don't have any mine carts here. Do I? No, I do not. Hey, there's my silk touch. Oh, and there's my boots too. Okay, good. I didn't lose them, but... Oh, don't put anything on this obsidian spawn platform. It'll die. Yeah, so I built this rail. You want something above it or Enderman will be all over this thing. It'll be running all over it and it'll be blocked in. So you want to go at least 100 blocks away. 150, I think, blocks away is the best. So I went a bit more than that. And I kind of screwed up here. What I should have done is set the rail to go down to the bottom. Of course, you can't do that first, because as you're building out here, you build out first. And then how I got down is oh, that's not what I meant to do. Catch the ladder, please. Oh, man. I just lost my diamond armor, didn't I? That's terrible news. I meant to... Okay. Hold on. I just want to test this to see what happens here. Aha! You did put the portal out, you stinking ghast. You maniac! You put my portal out. Oh no. Okay, this episode is kind of a disaster. Yeah, so if you didn't see it, that gas was shooting me right as I go through the portal. And this is something that can sometimes trap you in the Nether if you're unlucky. They can extinguish portals with their blasts. Brought a bow and arrow to take him out, but he seems to have run off into his ghastly things with his ghastly ways. Alright. I think I was wearing armor when I made that stupid fall. That's okay. Good. It still links up. That's good news. That's what I wanted to see. So glad I have a bed right there. Ooh, that doesn't look right. Okay. Anyway. We have a rail. I like to detect rails so you don't have to use levers. I think I said that. So, oh, okay. I'm okay. Yeah, no matter what, you'll die a lot making one of these. I was saying how I was just following the tutorial. You know, you come straight out, you put a bucket of water down, you swim down the water, and that's how you build down. And I probably have tons of carts here now. Let me put it in this chest. Yeah, so yeah, again, just building it for the tutorial. I shouldn't have built the rail right away, because what would have been better is if I built the rail at a diagonal coming down to here, and the rail would come right in there. I wouldn't have to worry about this. Okay, I don't think there's any guys on the outside now, so I should be okay. Okay, got my armor, even though it's almost dead. Okay, should be pretty safe here. Even if we're not, let me just... Okay, still need my food. Oh, 5 already, nice. And this track isn't in the tutorial design, but I like it. Oh, there was already one there. What am I doing? Okay, so what you can do here is... Oh, let me turn this down. Normally what you do is you'd have to run back and forth and kill these guys, but here you just do this. And keep in mind this is only with 3 layers done. So it's 17 blocks wide. So that's 34 pistons per layer. And that's the main resource. I'm out of iron now, but I still have 2 or 3 stacks of pistons, so I could do, you know, almost 2 layers per stack. So yeah, so I could do another 3 or 4 layers. But even with what it is now, okay, I want the sound on a little bit. It's just creepy. You can see just a few seconds, and I'm level 12 already. Especially if I let this build up over 10 minutes. So this is already faster than my spider farm and my my mob farm combined. I mean, part of it is that, you know, that spider grinder only uses 1 spawner, so if there was 2 or 3 it'd be better. And with the mob grinder I could go higher, or I could let out more caves and make it more efficient. But even so, each Enderman spawns gives you 10 XP instead of 5, so already you're doubling your XP per mob with that ratio. And I think that's spawn so fast because there's literally no land anywhere. So it's like there's above ground mob farm, but there's no caves to light up. So this is super fast. It's pretty awesome. Plus I can now teleport around like a crazy person. So finally, I've been waiting to get these before I build any more big structures. Like building my tower there by the villagers was annoying because I'd have to constantly climb up and down the ladder, and that was like 10 or 15 seconds each way. Even if you jump down, you have to climb up. So this is what I was waiting for. So now yeah, I need to either build a wall up around this ladder or make the rail go at a diagonal. I haven't decided yet, but okay, sorry for another show and tell episode, but I think it was worth it because all I'm doing is building stuff by copying a tutorial, and the tutorial shows it much better than I could. Okay, those are full health guys because they haven't fallen through in the trap. I guess I can show you the principle of it. I don't have anything good on me. No, because I'm probably going to die going up here, but... Oh, hey, excuse me. Okay, I can turn this up a bit now that we're away from the killing. As you can see, it's just they spawn on the pressure plate. It triggers the redstone. It pushes them off, and they die. Pretty simple. There's versions that don't use pistons, or sorry, they don't use sticky pistons and don't use as much redstone. Like Etho, who's a really popular Minecraft guy, made one without sticky pistons, where they get pushed by this directly and not the block. And you may think, why doesn't this work here? Well, if you do that method of powering the piston, you can't stack these layers as close. You have to have a couple blocks between each layer. And there's a few other complications. Like I tried doing this design, but without this extra layer of redstone and these pistons, it just doesn't work as well. This worked fine. Okay, what are we else are we gonna do today? Oh, can I make that jump? First of all, whoop. Good. Well, I was gonna work on a layer of this on camera, but ooh yeah, we can do lots more layers. But I'm gonna die a lot if I do that. So actually, let me see how long we've been recording, because this seems like I've done almost nothing, but it's probably been a while. Oh wow, we got nothing done this whole episode. Well, you got to watch we die a lot. That's the thing. That's okay. And I got to do this at the beginning. That was fun. It's kind of a pain that you have to build them by hand. That's okay. Yeah. I was thinking about using like a type of wood again, or cobblestone or dirt, but eventually I'd run out and switch to something else, or even if I didn't, it would just look derpy. Like I could use bricks everywhere, but I want to save those for my castle and blah blah. I've said all this before. I should really get going because I've been rambling on way too long here. Sorry for another show and tell episode. As I said again, tomorrow we'll get stuff done on camera, or next episode. I know I shouldn't be making promises, but as always, leave a like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't. Tell me what you think, what I should do next time. Gotta go. See you guys next time. Wow.